That's really what's killing your spark. You have a level of strength that's like no other, and you've had this since you were a child, but you've also been dealing with bullshit and bullshit as people since you were a child. It is time to put a stop to that. This is time to sort of understand that not everybody says what they mean and mean what they say. Sometimes they talk a really good game. Sometimes they sell you dreams and you buy them. Don't buy any more dreams. It really is time to pour into your own fucking dreams. Ace of Swords is seeing the truth past the confusion. 7 of Cups and 9 of Coins is you being independent and really standing in your own power. That's the truth. The Emperor. This is sometimes you have to be your own goddamn boss. You have to be your own man of the house. You have to be your own fucking person. You gotta be mom and dad. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You gotta be the husband and the wife in this bitch. It is what it is, but you can't listen to everybody and what they say. And that's not just with him. That's throughout your life. That's moving forward. That's with everybody, because it will leave you broke and in a state of lack and lonely to be trying to piece together the shit that you don't know, because the truth is you don't know it because they haven't told you, which means you're not around honest people. And if you're not around honest people, what the fuck are you trying to figure out? That's what you need to figure out. You're not around honest people, so get the fuck from around them. Period. There's another thing coming through about you being too nice and passive as a form of manipulation to steer the relationship the way you want it to go. You don't realize that you're doing it. It is a form of people pleasing. You're not standing up for yourself. You're allowing him to do what he does, but it's almost a sense of you're kind of settling for it. You're accepting it, basically. So it is good that you're standing in your own energy now, but it's also like you're basically just telling him, like, do whatever you want to do. I do feel something coming up about him wanting to not be with you anymore, or you not wanting to be with him. I really do feel that that is going to be a thing that comes up, and that has nothing to do with him and everything to do with Spirit's been giving you the signs. If you are a mystic, babe, if you are a mystic, which I do believe you are, but you're in the lower vibration right now because you're really still pouring into things you shouldn't be pouring into, and you're basically like essentially wasting your gifts. This is also what this could be. Your intuition is getting kind of misused, basically, or not used, or it is getting used in the sense of like, you know the truth, but you're not doing anything with the truth. It's like, you know, when you ask God, like, please reveal my enemies, please, and then he shows you all your enemies and you don't do shit about it and you just keep them around. Why would you waste God's time for that? You're not gonna do anything with the information. I know what it's like. It's like cognitive dissonance, like where you just don't know what decision to make, but so you make no decision at all, or it's so overwhelming, but you still want to be with that person, but it makes you feel better to know that they're dogging you out. But like, why do you need to know if you're still going to stay? You'll drive yourself crazy that way. And this is not me saying this. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. I kind of blacked out for a minute, but nonetheless, whatever I just said, just run with that, because I didn't say that, whatever that was. Temperance, you've been a little bit too patient and it's causing you stress and anxiety. You're holding on too tightly to the outcome. You're trying to kind of make it look like something that it's not, which is happiness and joy, and you don't feel that. You don't feel happiness and joy. Every day you're miserable. It is true. There's a lot of confusion and a lot of backstabbing and betrayal that's coming into play. I will say that I do think that he is outgrowing his old season, meaning he is about to get a little bit up-leveled in a sense, but I think that when he up-levels, he's gonna leave you. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm not trying to scare you. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. I'm just gonna keep channeling. There is gonna come a time in the near future that you may have to pay karma or something like that for staying with him, because you've excused his behavior for so long. You've in turn done yourself wrong. That could be what you're feeling. That could be what your spirit team is trying to tell you. You maybe know that, you feel that, you sense that, but you don't know exactly what you're feeling, or you just don't want to feel that. So you're not really utilizing your intuition. I think you've gotten several hints. I feel like Spirit has told you on more than one occasion. They've showed you on more than one occasion, not just through me. I'm like the end of the line. You've had multiple signs and symbols and synchronicities and warnings and hints and outright shit that you've seen and found and whatever. And it's like you're not standing in your power. You're doing yourself wrong. You are one of God's children, whether you believe in God or not. You are one of the universe's children, right? You have to treat everyone with respect and dignity and decency, and you are one of those people. You have to treat yourself right as well. And that's why we set boundaries and we put those in place to sort of make sure that we're getting respected in a respectful way, of course, but we have to be respected as well. When we allow ourselves to be completely dogged out, or when we settle for less than what we know we're worth, it's almost essentially a slap in the universe's face and Spirit God's face and God's face, because we're saying you're making us this beautiful, wonderful person, and you're literally giving us spiritual gifts. We have a spiritual calling. We're actively denying it. We're not catering to who we need to be catering to, which is ourselves and the collective, because we're healers. If you are a healer, if you are a mystic, you have spiritual gifts. And God won't let you sit on your ass for forever and just sit there and get dogged out and throw your gifts away in the trash. So, you know, I had to go through it too. I remember one time I was with this stupid ass bitch, and she had a whole bunch of stupid ass bitches around her, and I was a stupid ass bitch for being around that hoe. Just dumb, whole bunch of group of dumb ass bitches, and I was one of them, right? And I knew better. That was the difference. I knew better, and I was better. I don't give a fuck what anyone says, but I wasn't acting better. God told me I was better than that, and I still stayed. And I remember he literally got all those horrible bitches from around me. And what did I do? Moved to a different city and got with some more whack ass bitches. I was even like, oh, she acts like so and so. Yeah, bitch, it's the same fucking spirit, bitch. You're just sitting here with dumbass bitches looking like a dumbass bitch. And I remember it's my first premonition, or like my first really like channeled message, or like my first like time that I really heard spirit talk to me. And I remember she was leaving, the second dumb bitch, right? And I literally like handed her, I was like, oh, here's your keys or your phone, the blunt. I don't even know what it was, but her hand touched my hand, right? And in that moment, I literally had a download. I still have it in my notes app to this day. And it literally says something along the lines of, I've showed you evil for the past 6 months, because that's when I was with those dumbass bitches. You've literally overcome it. I've gave you the intuition that you needed. I've given you the strength that you needed, the wisdom that you needed, the resources that you needed. I've cleared your slate once. You're not gonna up level to this next season if you continue to do this shit. Like, you know, you've fought these demons before. You know what's up. Handle the shit or don't, but you're not gonna be able to up level. And what did I do? I did not. And what did I not do? Up level. I went through the worst fucking season of my life. I lost everything, but it really revealed to me a lot of shit. I do feel I needed to go through it. Would I want to go through it again? Not in a million fucking years. Never again. Agonizing pain. But I definitely paid the cost to be a dumbass bitch. And sometimes when we're too smart and we know better, God will be like, come sit down. Let me talk to you. What I'll tell you about this hoe. And I'll be like, sorry, God. My God be cussing. I don't know what your God be doing, but I'm just letting you know. If that's the case, you might want to be cautious, because you know better. Some of these people are dumb as fuck, and they don't know better if they're even people at all, right? You have to look at every aspect of your life as if you're being tested, right? You're being tested as a mother, as a woman, as a daughter, as a neighbor, as a friend, right? As a wife, right? As a human. Sometimes he puts people in our life like just crossing our path, and we know we're supposed to help them and we don't. Yeah, you're going to pay that cost. And sometimes we know we're not supposed to help them and we do. And you'll pay that cost too. After helping so many people and getting my car stolen and my children robbed and me robbed and my house broken into and waking up to people who had broken into my house and they're standing over me in my goddamn sleep. And I went through enough, right? I'm not going to help these bitches anymore. I'm not doing this shit anymore. I'm just not going to fucking do it. Because there's I don't know what Bible verse it is, but there is a Bible verse, and there's something about Jesus not helping people who don't ask for help, because you're putting the help to waste and you're interrupting their karma. You're getting in the way of their lessons that God's teaching them and their ability to be able to pour into themselves. Sure, sometimes we need help, and that'll occur when it needs to occur. But sometimes people need to figure the fuck shit out for themselves. And sometimes they need to suffer alone. That just is what it is. And I've been in that season, and other people have been in that season that might be coming up for you. I do want to prepare you for that. I'm not trying to scare you. And if it doesn't happen, that's awesome. And if it does happen, I just want you to know there will be a lesson in it for you. You'll be stronger because of it. But really be cautious about what you're doing right now, because if you are a mystic, and if God is giving you signs, he'll only let you bullshit around for so long. You have a calling. You're supposed to be healing people. You have spiritual gifts for a reason. You have these intuitive downloads for a reason. You see everything so clearly for a reason. Why would you waste that? I promise. I've been there. I'm telling you, I promise. Queen of Wands and Five of Swords. You're playing yourself. 10 of Pentacles. This is your lineage. And I knew it was coming. Judgment. And fast. 8 of Wands. I could feel it. Because 7 of Swords, you're lying to yourself. 2 of Pentacles. You can't be a mystic and settle for bullshit at the same time. You can't. They won't let you do it. I know. It's no fun. Trust me. But I fucking knew the star. There is hope. You are connected to source, babes. Wow, 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 wow. You're actively avoiding your calling. And a tower moment is coming. The Empress and 3 of Pentacles. It's gonna hit you from every angle. I've never told anybody anything like this in my life. This is actually outrageous. And I'm not trying to manifest it at all. I just want to be very clear. I'm not speaking it into existence. Nor am I trying to scare you. Nor am I trying to do fear mongering. Nor am I just going around telling everybody this, in a reading. This is actually kind of random as fuck, but you're going to eventually have to sit the fuck down. He's going to put you on pause because you're juggling 2 things, which is your true calling and the environment that you're in, and the people you're choosing to be around, and the things you're settling for. 22:55 on the timer. 2:2, that's connections. And 5:5 is change.